Who is this? Frog's Master. Wait a minute, what was that guy named again? Frog's Master. Is this actually the one and only and true Frog's Master? It is I, Frog's Master. Hello everyone, this is Frog's Master, and this is just a weird situation. And I've actually brought it up a couple times now, but I need to do it for a video. Look, there's a thing with most of the country Gemmy items that just hits, you know? Now, there's the obvious. Oh, Frog's Master. Your first frogs was shiny green on the road again. It was country. It's a frogs. That's why you like the country Gemmy items so much. Well, I said most. Here's the thing. Look, there's a bunch. There's actually a lot of Gemmy items that have a country style to them that I don't like that much. One of which is actually a frogs. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. He's not one of the best ones at all. Yet he's country. Now, we know he's a very different country frogs compared to these other ones. Like, by a lot, he's very different. I think a lot of people don't like him too much. Yeah, but there's something about these, you know? I just wish I really knew what it was. Because I guess you could say it was because On the Road Again was my first frogs. But I Like to Move It technically was too. Now here's the thing. I don't dislike any of the other types of frogs. The hip-hop ones, of course not. The 90s ones, of course not. Party ones, of course not. The holiday ones, no, I don't dislike them. 80s, no. All the NFL ones, they're cool. Graduation, whichever other one I've not said yet, they're all good. None of them are bad. Even the weirdest of ones, they're all good. But these country ones, I don't know. Now, I would say this doesn't work with Redneck Woman. I don't get the same feeling with Redneck Woman. Now, I have a specific feeling towards Redneck Woman, but that has to do with losing her in the move. It's definitely that. But these country frogs, it's just something else. Something that I've realized is maybe it's just because I like the movement on them so much. The head and arm movement and the mouth. Could be that. I mean, I like that movement even more than the two-arm movement and the head and the mouth. Country frogs is just minus that arm there, right? I like that movement more than both of the arms. A lot of dancing hamsters, tons and tons and tons of small Gemmy items have this mechanism. And technically, this, actually that frog says the same mechanism as No Scrubs, but technically, this, that, all those other country frogs, technically it's the same mechanism as this, it's just the added arm there, but I guess you could say it's different. I don't know. But man, these country frogs, it could be the movement, but also country frogs have really good covers of their songs. Like all of them. Well, except for that one, but all the other ones do. Like really. He does. He definitely does. Of course. Oh yeah. That one. Yeah. They all do, except for, again, the last time I'm going to bring that up. That one is just different. Even the hat on that one, it's kind of, it's interesting. Oh yeah, we could just be using that one as an example. The one that's right there. Look, I still like it. It's just, that one, the mechanism is really different on that. And just the way the song is, the type of song they used. The Gemmy's version of the song in that is a lot different from the regular song. So that guy, there's just too much different on him. All these other ones, though, maybe it's just their look, you know? The clothes that are on them all do look really nice, and their little instruments look really nice, too. But Gemmy was using these before the frogs. They were using them on the dancing hamsters. I think that was the first series they got them. But it fits, like, the best on the frogs, I think. But dancing hamsters, I think these guitars look good on the hamsters. They fit better on the frogs. And I think the country pigs, I think the guitars look better on those than the hamsters. With those hamsters, I think the guitars are a little too big for them. Now, the guitar size for, like, the rock and roll hamsters, those guitars had a better size, but I think that was a little too big for some of them. I think it's just the country frogs, just looking at them critically, they got it really right. I think that's the reason. I don't think it has to do with nostalgia. I don't think it has to do with, like, any sort of charm with it. I don't think it's anything, like, ironic or anything. It's definitely not anything ironic. And I don't think it's anything related to, like, I don't think it has anything to do with what they're referencing. You know, it's just critically, I think, looking at them, looking at these country frogs from a serious standpoint, a professional walkthrough, if you know what I mean. Actually taking the time to experience what the country frogs are. That's just why they're so good. You know? It's to the point where I sometimes I think, are they the best type of frogs? Are they better than the 80s? Well, it's hard to say. I do have a couple of 80s frogs now. Still a couple that I don't have. So I would need to have those to know. I mean, there's quite a few frogs from other genres that I need. And maybe then one of those will be better than the country. But I've been having this feeling with the country frogs for years. I'd say since 2017 or so. Never stated anything back then, but now I am. Yeah. But here's the thing. When it comes to actual country music, and this I stated already, but yeah, I don't really like it that much. like, at all. But at the same time, sometimes I do. It's weird. It's a very mixed bag with country music. It's always nerve-wracking looking at country music, but also intriguing. Yeah, that's not how it is with the country frogs, because they're frogs. But country music, it's always very interesting looking into that. And as for all these other country Gemmy items that I said, I said there was some that I didn't like too much. Well, a lot of those dancing flowers, they're considered country, I would say. They're not my favorites, and I have one, and it's not my favorite. The couple of those Gemmy dancing bear things, boogie bear, whatever they're called, I don't really care about that too much. And I know a lot of people do, but I don't, not that much. I still like it, but it's not in the best, definitely not. And like I said, well, I said I wouldn't mention it again. You know what I'm going to say. And for some reason, I feel like the non-explicit redneck woman, I feel like that one wouldn't work too well either for me. But I don't know. I don't have it. It would just be so similar though. I mean, come on. These country frogs, they're critically perfect, I guess. Then again, that is just my opinion. Some of you probably don't like them. Whatever. And there's the country pigs and the road hogs. I mean, I've already stated my thoughts on them. So I guess with these, the whole same thing applies, really. It's not just the frogs. It's these two. Here's the thing, though. The country pigs are very similar to the frogs. And I still think a lot of people in this community can't seem to realize that the country pigs really are just frogs in a sense. When you really look at it, I know they're not frogs, but they are. The guitar, the movement. Oh yeah, look at the mouth. Look at the tongues. Oh yeah, his outfit. Come on, we all know about that already. I mean, they've taken things that frogs wear and put on them. Come on. You're basically looking at frogs here. Mechanisms that are the same. The mouths, the eyes. I guess the eyes are a little different. I'm kind of just joking when I say they're frogs, but they're very similar to frogs, though. It all applies with these two. And most of you, I think, know this already. I mean, I've got 7 of them right here, so you know the country pigs I like a whole lot, too. And, well, with that, obviously there's something with a good amount of Gemmy's country things that hit hard. All these 7 here. And then the rest that I've already been talking about. Gemmy did it. Especially did it there. With these certain country things that they did, I don't think there's really a thing I could say that's bad with them. Everything I've said good with the country frogs apply here. I would say everything. So Gemmy just really did it well, I think. That's how I think this can all be answered. Gemmy just went above and beyond. But I guess that's just my opinion, but you know what? It's always going to be a thing that I'll think about. And it'll only be with these country ones. Nothing else applies. It's just with these. But not those two other frogs. Okay. Peace.